We'll turn to Umulkheir Ali Mohamed from the International Organization for Migration, who's joining us from Mogadishu to share testimony from a survivor of conflict-related sexual violence in Somalia.
Thank you so much. In Somalia, conflict-related sexual violence does not end with the survivor. It casts a shadow over the lives of families and children and places immense pressure on caregivers to rebuild in the face of trauma and poverty. Today, as we focus on safeguarding the future of children and empowering caregivers, we will hear the experience of Fatima, a mother whose journey shows what is possible when support is centered on the needs and wishes of the survivor. Fatma, whose name has been changed to protect her identity, once struggled to provide for her large family while carrying the deep trauma of having suffered conflict-related sexual violence as a young woman. She came from a region of affected by conflict, in which many areas are controlled by Al-Shabaab. In the absence of income and support, both Fatima and her children were left vulnerable to poverty and further violence. Through the UN Action Against Violence in Conflict Network, the International Organization for Migration and UNSOM came together to implement a joint project entitled Leveraging the Strengths of Women in Somalia to Mitigate Conflict-Related Sexual Violence and Prevent Violence Extremism. This project was a strategic investment in prevention, resilience, and the future of families like Fatma. For 6 months, Fatma engaged in intensive holistic support. She learned literacy, numeracy, and skills. She also received psychosocial support that began to restore her sense of self through the project. She acquired practical skills in making incense, which is integral to daily life and rituals in Somalia, laying the foundation for economic independence. But the intervention did not stop at training. For another 6 months, she attended sessions on business guidance and received mentoring support, all to set up for success. This sustained proactive approach is what transforms life, not a moment of aid, but a continuum of support that allows recovery to take place and grow. As Fatma says, after graduating and opening my small kiosk, my living standard improved greatly. I can now provide for my children, support their education, and live a stable life. Now my children can go to school regularly, and I can provide them with food and clothes. They are happier and more secure. As a mother, what makes me most proud is seeing my children safe, learning and having a better future. This tells us her recovery is also a restoration of dignity and hope. Fatma said, the support I received helped me become more financially independent and confident. It restored my dignity and gave me hope for the future. And in a powerful sign of long-term economic empowerment and stability, Fatma said, before the program, I lived in a rental house. Today, I am proud to say that my family owns a home. So this tells us, and Fatma's story and the story of so many others shows that when caregivers are supported, children are protected, and the cycles of vulnerability can be broken. This demonstrates the tangible impact of UN actions, country-level support in delivering not only relief, but also building resilience. And Fatma's message is clear. Although this was a golden opportunity for me, many women are still facing poverty and hardship. I hope my story can open doors for more women to receive the support they need. As so many clinics around the world are being forced to close their door, Fatma's story shows the transformative potential of sustaining investment in the agency and leadership of survivors. Her journey demonstrates that when caregivers are equipped to recover and lead, they become more powerful. The drivers of stability and opportunity for the next generation. Today, for the question for all of us here is whether we will act so that more caregivers and their children can not only survive but thrive. Thank you so much. My name is Umulkheir and I am from IOM Somalia.
Thank you so much, Umulkheir, for your words and for sharing this powerful testimony with us. And I think Fatma's journey does demonstrate that when caregivers are equipped to recover and lead, they become the powerful drivers of peace for the next generation.